Hello everyone, welcome to VEX Asia. Finally, VEX Asia is back after 2 long years and it is now an in-person event. So we have our exhibitors from the Singapore Green Building Council lined up to share with us our latest technology. I'm Wisely and I'll be your virtual tour guide for this episode. So first up we have AGC Asia Pacific. Hi, can you introduce yourself and describe your business?
Okay, hi, I'm Marcus. I'm doing sales and marketing for AGC. So basically, we have a business unit for the building environment. So we started off in 1907, about 100 over years. And today we are showing more than glass. And we have 4 business area or business unit, basically on the chemicals, the glass, of course, and also electronics and ceramics.
Okay, so what problem can you solve for our buyers today?
Okay. So I think because of the clean and green and sustainability move towards this kind of environment, so today we are looking at showcase of all our products in AGC that we are looking into all these kind of chemicals, environmentals, and also social well-being. So today we are presenting our products for this event.
Sorry. So what is your solution to the problem?
So maybe let me go through the products that we have in store for today's or for this VEX Asia. So on the right or from the left, we have this photopolymer from our chemical divisions. So we have this EDFE frame and then this Lumiform. So this is the frame. This is the photopolymer, which is the resin for the buildings. So for this EDFE frame, it is a good excellent weathering and also a good durability for your products. It is lightweight and it is very nice and transparent. You can see through. And for Lumiform or this photopolymer, it is actually good in terms of solvent, powders, and also a weather-bound form. So it can give you a low VOC and also gives you a good excellence or durability for the weathering issues as well. So in the middle or in the center, we have these 5G products. So this is actually a glass, and we know that glass actually block out all those communications tools. But with this, it's actually having a mesh in between, and it can give you or creates a better, and also remove all your these routers and your Wi-Fi routers. So this enables the communications to enhance into the building itself. On the left is actually what is our highlight for this event. So towards a low carbon or power generating, we have this BIPV called this building integrated photovoltaic. So we actually have 5 different products for your ranges. We have this, you can see on the top, it's actually a visual square. So it's more towards a classic kind of solar kind of cell. So actually it still enables light to penetrate through and gives you a shadings and also a good energy harvesting kind of products. And for this, we also have this Artlight Active, whereby it gives you a patterns, a logos, and you can create any designs or things you want. And if you like colors and nothing else, we have a whole range of these Lacobel T Active. And of course, the Stop Ray Active is one that gives you a matching coatings to the building itself. If you want to have nice visual, you still can use this visual stripe to the building or to see through on the outside. So people will generally put it out as because it has these kind of blinds effects or so-called sudare in Japan. In Japanese, I mean. Yep.
That's interesting. So this makes your VIPV stand out from the other exhibitors. Do you still have any other thing to add? Like why should the customers choose you?
Okay, so I think basically AGC has been around local presence for more than 100 years. So in terms of quality wise, people will know us for the quality. And for BIPV, we also do customizations and also provide one-stop solutions. And also if let's say you have a project, we can go from your design stage to the installation stage and up to the testing and commissioning of the project itself. So we are actually providing all these kind of different solutions, various words for your projects and for the industry. Yep.
That's great to know. Thank you very much for sharing with us your booth.
Thank you. So
And,
let's say if you have any chance to come by, just drop us to.
Yeah, please drop by this AGC chemicals. Okay, so now we'll head on to the next booth. Hi, welcome back. So next up we have Legrand Electric, and with me here is Mr. Martin. Can you tell me more about yourself and your booth?
Of course, first of all, thank you very much for coming to our booth here. At Legrand, we have over 25,000 products, and we have a family history of 110 years, dating back to 1912. So I could talk for 2 weeks if you want, but let's keep it simple.
So may I know what problem can you solve for our buyers today?
Sure. So we are world market leaders in plug-and-play electrical solutions, like, for example, in electric installations within the building industry. Biggest challenge nowadays is you have a first world economy like Singapore, for example, where there's a short crunch of labor. Same our neighboring countries. Now everyone is short of labor, and with our pluggable solutions, we are able to reduce installation times by over 70%, which of course translates into a huge saving for our customers.
Okay, so maybe you can tell me more about the different products or technology that you have?
Sure. Again, to keep it simple, with 25,000 products, we do easy, we do fast, we do flexible, and we do safe. But I think we stop talking. We probably just have a quick look at a short video.
We hope you enjoyed the video just now. And so I have one final question for you. What do you have for our clients today?
Yeah, as I mentioned, with 25,000 products, we have to concentrate a little bit. So what we are particularly exhibiting here are our JESIS and our RST solutions, which can show perfectly how plug and play works. And Chris, if you just have a second and you can show us how it's done. So you can see it's very easy and time efficient. Thank you very much.
And thank you. So come on down to Legrand Electric and visit their booth today. And next up, we have another booth to go. Okay, welcome back. So now we have Armstrong Fluid Technology with us. Hi, can you tell us more about yourself and your booth?
Yep. Hi, my name is Alvin Fong. So I'm the regional sales manager in the Southeast Asia. And
Hi, I'm Janet Low. I'm also the regional sales in systems for Asia Pacific. Yeah.
Okay, so can you describe your business briefly?
yep. So Armstrong Fluid Technology has been in the equipment manufacturer for over 80 years, and we actually over the 2 decades we actually have the focus on the expertise to innovate and produce product that to help building owner and operators. So we are not just equipment manufacturer, but also we have the technology and equipment to make sure that we can help the owner in the building to maintain the life cycle of building, the efficiency, because all different systems have their own efficiency that need to supply. Yep. So this is roughly what Armstrong Fluid Technology are able to. This is the business what we are having.
So maybe you can elaborate more on the problems that you can solve for our clients today.
So we are now already in 2022, where we are living in a world with a lot of digitalizations, daily and professionally, and also even in our personal life, right? We are depending on a lot of smart devices and all that. So our customers are also expecting that kind of connectivity from our equipment. Yeah, so our equipment, either is our pumps and our booster sets, yeah, they are also connectable to the cloud. And with connectivity, we are actually collecting a lot of data and doing a lot of analysis. So the data that we use can just inform our customers that are using our pumps in their facility, that whether their pumps are actually in optimum operations, or are there any issues happening to the pump operations. So this is actually what we can provide in our this kind of world. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you can tell me more about the solution to your problem.
So our pump and our booster sets are actually Internet IoT ready, using our just dedicated connection channel. We can actually send data to the cloud, where in the cloud we are doing a lot of analysis, data analytics, that will actually help to inform our customers whether their products are actually working well, is it on track with the efficiency. And also, with this analysis, we are also able to predict if any issues are going to happen to the products and the equipment itself. So before the equipment actually breaks down at site, which give the customer a lot of headaches in their operations, we were able to dispatch our engineers to resolve the problem on site, and also the customer can have an ease of mind. Yeah.
That's interesting. So finally, do you have anything to say to our clients who will be dropping by your booth today?
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, that Armstrong Fluid Technology is not just equipment manufacturer, but we are actually more than that. We want to work together with the owner to make sure their building have a longer lifespan. So we have the equipment and knowledge and product to help them to monitor the whole life cycle building, and we want to really work with the owner, not just the equipment, but the whole life cycle of their building for day, month, years. Yeah, this is for the benefit of the owner also. Yeah.
And that's all from Armstrong Fluid Technology. Come on down today to visit the booth. And now we will move on to the next booth. Thank you. And we are back now at Signify. So, hi, nice to meet you. Tell me more about yourself and describe your business briefly.
Hi, can I hold this? Okay, perfect. Hi, I'm Gautam Mida. I'm the commercial leader for ASEAN Pacific, for ASEAN for our IoT connected business. So as you can see, we are from Signify. We were formerly known as Philips Lighting. And we've transitioned from lighting, which is our century-old business, all the way to connected and the IoT portion. So we engage with organizations across the region to support them in their sustainability journey and also their intelligent buildings frameworks. We help them build those and eventually deploy and manage that across the board.
Okay, so maybe you can elaborate more on the problems that you can solve for our buyers today.
So again, if I was to structure the problems, I think that they reside in pretty much 2 to 3 buckets. So the first one eventually is around sustainability. So as we know, climate change is a big problem that all of us are facing today, and we as an organization have addressed it ourselves. So we are a carbon neutral company. We achieved carbon neutrality in 2020, and we want the organizations that we engage with to also accelerate that journey to neutrality and also eventually be more sustainable, because it's no longer driven by a few CSR initiatives or planting a few trees. You need to take concrete actions, and we help them take those concrete actions and move forward. And the second big bucket is where organizations and buildings need to evolve as the technology evolves around them. So we still live and work in organizations or in buildings that have intelligence levels which are at the bare minimum. So we also make sure that building owners, developers, occupiers can actually get the right intelligence to take the right decisions eventually in designing. So those are the two things where how can we make our buildings smart and how can we make them more sustainable.
That sounds interesting. So maybe you can elaborate more on the solutions that you have to these problems that you have mentioned.
Perfect. So if you look at it from a sustainability standpoint, there are a few key elements that come into play. And considering we are in Singapore, and Singapore is actually leading the path in that. So the first element where we support our customers is around the Green Mark framework. So you can actually see the whole background here, where lighting has quite a bit of an impact around how organizations and building developers can achieve the highest level of Green Mark standards. And considering lighting is ubiquitous in the built environment, what that means is anywhere you go in an indoor environment, you need access to light. I sometimes jokingly also say we are the second largest source of light after the sun. So for us, we actually use the lighting backbone to, number one, deploy the sensors within the lighting portfolio, lighting fixtures, as you possibly can see some of them above me, and also use those sensors to first of all reduce and manage your energy footprint. And we drive building owners and occupiers to move to an on-demand infrastructure. So what that basically means is you get access to the right amount of light at the right time. When there is physical presence, you get access to light. When there's no physical presence, you of course start to save more energy. So that's on the sustainability front with the sensors deployment and managing an on-demand infrastructure. The second aspect, of course, comes around intelligence. So we also use the lighting network to collect intelligence on the space, be it on occupancy, temperature, humidity, and all these parameters, and eventually relay them back for the backend team or the real estate team or facilities team to take decisions on. Because today, what we see is that most of the data collected is for representation purposes. But we want to drive an actionable view to that to say that, okay, you can use this data, you can represent it, but then what comes further down to make your building sustainable and smart is to take decisions on those data. So these are the two key parameters, and then of course we On the sustainability front, we also have a whole new range of products which are 3D printed. So that has never been done by industry, where we use additive manufacturing to actually produce products that are made from recycled products and are recyclable eventually. So yeah, that's sort of the story there. Perfect. Any other questions?
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. So, lastly, maybe you could share with us, like, what do you have for our clients today? Like, just in a few sentences, what makes the solutions that you can offer stand out from others?
Perfect. So at Signify and previously Philips Lighting, our history is about a century old. So we have been impacting lives since pretty much a century. So we were always an organization that initially started with lighting. And when you come into the world of IoT, which is Internet of Things, we actually tend to ignore the thing and focus on the internet, because that's the era we live in. So we actually are an organization that delivers Internet of Things end to end. So we have the thing, which is the lighting product. Eventually we have the sensors and different elements of which we can collect data, and we share it, we make it shareable, we make it illustrable across the board. So that's where we come in. And then of course, being number one in that space puts a lot more pressure on us to be innovative. So we want to stay ahead of the curve and also make sure that the organizations we engage with are more sustainable, more connected, and eventually have buildings that are smarter.
That's really great to know. So thank you very much for sharing with us, and come on down to the Signify booth today. We'll now head on to the next booth. Thank you. Welcome back, and now we are at Kone. So nice to meet you. Tell me more about yourself and describe your business briefly.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Wesley. So Kone, we are one of the pioneers in vertical transportation solutions. So we work with more than 500,000 customers globally, serving across 60 countries. So we work with our customers through the entire life cycle of the building, right from the inception of the building in the greenfield status. Then we move into the maintenance of the equipment, and when the elevator reaches its lifespan, we also do a modernization of those equipments.
So maybe you can tell me more about the problems that you can solve for our buyers today.
Well, our mission at Kone is to improve the flow of urban life. So that keeps us curious. So the problems we generally hear from our customers are about how to be more productive, how to be more efficient in terms of energy, and also how to improve or enhance the image of the building.
Interesting. So maybe you can tell us the solutions that you have to these problems that you have mentioned.
Our vision is to create the best people flow experience. So how we do it is with partnering with our customers and our ecosystem solution providers. So just to give you a few examples, there's Kone Ultra ropes here. So traditionally the ropes are steel ropes. So what Kone has come up with an innovation is a carbon fiber rope. So it's more sustainable. It can last twice the age of the traditional ropes, and is also much more lighter. So it reduces the moving masses in the equipment. And then the other solutions in terms of smart technologies, all the Kone elevators, the new elevators, are equipped with inbuilt connectivity. So through this connectivity, the equipment can talk to different devices, for example, service robots. So be it office building or hotels or hospitals, so the connections can be done to the robot seamlessly, and the robots can move within the building up and down unmanned. Also, one good example would be the calling the elevator through the mobile apps. So visitor management solutions can be integrated with the elevator. So again, the seamless people flow would be possible. Other innovation which at Kone we have been doing is on predictive maintenance. Recently, BCA has rolled out the code of practice on remote monitoring and diagnostic. With that in place, now the frequency of maintenance can be reduced from 12 in a year to quarterly or bi-monthly. So this is how we use digital solutions to be more productive. Also, in terms of innovations, this is our new solution, which is called Kone Lane. So Kone Lane is basically an innovative turnstile solution. Whereas we see that traditional turnstiles are horizontal, whereas Kone Lane is a vertical solution. How it helps is to optimize the space. So the space can be optimized not only in new buildings, but also where there are constraints in existing building. So this would be a right fit. Yep.
Sounds amazing, the things that Kone is doing. So lastly, what do you have for our clients today? Like, why should they choose you?
All our products supplied in Singapore are certified with green building solutions. So if you see that the ticks there are 4 ticks. So we are in the leader category. So what it means to our customer is that they not only achieve the energy efficiency, the highest level of energy efficiency, but it also help our customers to certify as like platinum or gold level certifications with these solutions or equipments in place.
So come on down to the booth today, and you can even grab yourself a cup of coffee when you're at the booth and find out more about Kone today. Thank you so much. Welcome back to VEX Asia, and now we are at InfoGrid. Hi, nice to meet you. Tell me more about yourself and describe your business briefly.
Sure. So I'm Ken from InfoGrid, and I'm actually leading the APAC sales at InfoGrid. So InfoGrid is a UK headquartered company, which we were established in 2018. And over the span of 4 years, we have grown exponentially to over 300 people in Asia Pac. So InfoGrid is a mission-driven company, and we actually exist to combat climate change. Today, basically, our business focus in providing health, efficiency, and sustainability to the built environment. Right? So we actually help real estate owners and managers to better manage their real estate and derive better value.
Okay, that's interesting. Maybe you can tell us more about the problems that you foresee clients would need InfoGrid for.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So we believe that sustainability today is a very big concern, right? And it's a very big agenda. But we can't ignore the fact that infrastructure creates a big impact in sustainability. So today, there are 39% of carbon emissions actually are from buildings itself, right? And actually, based on a recent Reuters survey, there actually nearly half of those companies that pledge to have net zero by 2050 haven't got a clear plan as to how they can actually work towards the plan. Yeah, so InfoGrid, basically we provide a solution to address the CO2 reductions as well as to provide a better world and environment.
So maybe you can tell me more about these solutions that you just mentioned.
Sure. So InfoGrid is we develop an AI-powered SaaS platform, right? And which actually collects, combines, and analyze millions of data points using the best-in-class IoT sensors, right? So basically, this will actually provide real-time visualization as well as complete capabilities in monitoring the different building performance, right? So this will help clients better understand their environment as well as have the richer data sets to help them make more better informed decisions.
Okay, so how would InfoGrid differentiate itself from the other competitors out there? Like, why would clients choose InfoGrid?
So today we are first of all we are so-called hardware agnostic, right? So today we work with the different sensor partners to bring about the different use cases to the market, right? So we want to provide a very neutral, first of all, a neutral platform to the market. And secondly, we we are confident and we know that we are serving a very niche real world problem today, right? Which is combating climate change. And I think a lot of companies today are looking at how technologies or how we as companies can help them, like us to help them in this area. So we are confident that our technology is able to address that part. At the same time, in order to help clients start this journey soon, so we make our technology affordable and flexible. So today clients can actually start with a small solution, and as their business or requirement grows, we can actually scale our solution to help them accordingly as well.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Come on down to the InfoGrid booth today and find out more about their latest technologies and solutions. Thank you. Welcome back to BEX Asia. Now we are at Joe Green. Hi, nice to meet you. Tell us more about yourself and briefly describe your business.
My name is Budiman Jaya. I'm a MD of the company. What we are doing in the beginning, we are doing a wall panel. People know as a Joe Green. Joe stands for Just One Earth. Yeah, people know Joe Green very well in the market because we are dominate the market. But today we develop a new product. Came from waste material. We converted with new material, which is today everybody BCA highly recommended to all the ready-made and precursor to use lightweight aggregate. Yeah.
So what are some problems that you foresee clients would look for in when they approach Joe Green?
Yeah, because this lightweight aggregate will help them to reduce the cost and the timing. So in fact today, if you can see the PPPC, the weight about 30 ton, but with our product, maybe can be only 20 ton. So this kind of thing will save a lot of the transportation, it save the fossil, everything. Not only that, but because of this lightweight aggregate, it will help the structure of the building, the foundation, the column span, even the earthquake, and the quality, durability, everything is better than even natural aggregate. And this came from waste material that people need to concern how to recycle the waste material in the market. Yeah.
That's interesting. Maybe you can tell us more about some of these solutions that you have to the problems that you mentioned.
Yeah. Every country, I believe they have all the issue of the waste material. In Singapore, very lucky. Maybe we have only marine clay, have IBA, and maybe some of the waste that they don't recycle totally recycle yet. For example, the glass waste. In Singapore, what I heard, about 13% recycle, but 87% go to incineration. It's a kind of waste and high energy to clear all the glass waste. What we do is not only just glass, we also can do from coal bottom ash. We can see a lot of things here, coal bottom ash, or bauxite, or ceramic waste. Yeah, there's a lot of R&D we have done to create a new lightweight aggregate.
Interesting. And I see here that you have a lightweight concrete that can actually float on water. So that's really interesting. You want to show it to...
So it's really light. It's a very light. Yeah.
Really, really light.
If we compare the weight of the aggregate and this our lightweight aggregate, it's about almost even 8 to 10 times lighter than actually normal stone. Yeah, this will save a lot of the granite and sand. This is a problem in the market that people are exporting too many natural aggregate, yeah, for the construction industry. With this solution, it helps the country and also the player in the market to save all the costing of the construction industry. Yeah.
So there are actually many other suppliers of lightweight aggregate as well. So what would make Joe Green stand out from the other competitors?
Okay, what happened in the market, people tried, a long time ago, you can see all kind of industry last time, they tried to make a high-rise building or bridge using lightweight aggregate. But most of the time, they are using natural aggregate. For example, perlite, vermiculite, maybe some coral is light. But this all came from natural aggregate, including expanded clay. But what we do, we come up from the waste material to convert it to lightweight material. So you can see the different weight. We can have a red mud, we can create to the new aggregate. Yeah, this is expanded clay. So even the marine clay, which is Singapore problem, we can create to be new aggregate. It's very interesting. Marine clay can convert it to be new aggregate. And in Singapore, marine clay, all the waste they go to Pulau Semakau, Bitspande, it be a problem for landfill. With this kind of technology, we can have not only Singapore but also other countries for all the waste material to convert it to be new aggregate.
Wow, thank you for sharing. This sounds really fascinating. So come on down to the Joe Green booth today and find out more about the lightweight aggregates that they have making. Thank you. Thank you. Back to BEX Asia. Last but not least, we have BBP. Nice to meet you today. Tell us more about yourself and describe your business briefly.
Okay, so BBP is an energy service or bringing energy service savings to the industry. So what we do is we have track record in 9 countries where we deliver energy saving solutions to commercial, industrial, data centers, hospital and pharmaceutical and etc. So we bring energy savings to these facilities, right?
So describe some of the problems that clients will approach BBP for.
So I think many of people are now facing high tariff or rather looking at ways how to save energies. So BBP is a solution or rather a partner that you can work with together to help to achieve savings in terms of carbon, money as well, and then also efficiency.
So maybe you can tell us more about the solutions that you have for these problems.
So BBP adopted both software and hardware solution where we go in and help to do the optimization for all these sites. And BBP being so confident of our solution, we also get TUV or TUSUD to come in to verify our savings yearly.
Okay, so what kind of solution are we looking at? Is it a software or is it a technology or an actual hardware tool or?
Okay, so BBP itself, we do both software and hardware, but the main our expertise is on the algorithm that we have developed through these 10 years. We have a lot of HVAC experts within our company. So we have data scientists as well, looking at the data, constantly looking at each site, how to deliver the best savings.
Okay, so for this algorithm, what is so special about it that will make it stand out from the other competitors?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's site by site, case by case. So for us, we actually look at the historical data, the operation so-called requirement. Then we come out algorithm that best fits for the buildings, right? And also again, BBP through this 10 years, we have major customers in critical mission sites. So we are able to handle like semicon data centers, so without any issues. So we are striving to deliver more.
So it sounds like BBP is also expanding abroad and reaching out to many countries. Well, thank you for sharing. If you're interested to find out more, you can come down to the BBP booth today. And that's all that we have for this episode, brought to you by the Singapore Green Building Council. They have a lineup of interesting exhibitors as well. Come down to the various booths and find out more about the various technologies and solutions that they have today. Thank you so much.